Welcome to It's Everybody's Business with Jack and Suzy Welch, the new interactive show presented by Microsoft. Microsoft Enterprise Solutions are designed for the way people really work, because it's everybody's business to drive efficiency and get results.
Hertz is the world's leading car rental company with an eye on a big new opportunity, car sharing.
Connect will be a billion-dollar company. That's how big it's going to be.
Hertz launched Connect in New York, Paris, and London all at once as a global car sharing club that could be the next big thing.
The average consumer drives about 1 hour per day. Why would you own a vehicle when you only use it an hour a day?
Connect is parking cars in garages all over the city. So instead of owning a car, members can log on and rent a car only when they need it, and for less than $10 an hour.
For every car-sharing car put on the road, you take 14 cars off the road.
Not only are you saving money, but you're helping protect the environment.
So for the CEO of Hertz and the rest of the Connect team, led by Griff Long, the stakes couldn't be higher.
I will live, eat, and die with this company to make it successful.
Connect has had an incredibly successful launch, and the challenge now is to accelerate profitable growth. Hertz is betting that leveraging existing resources will help them quickly pass Zipcar and be the first profitable car-sharing business. But starting a small venture inside a large company is a big challenge. So Jack and I have come to Hertz headquarters to help this team take the next steps forward. We call it a workout, and our job is to facilitate a candid conversation with the Connect team, surfacing ideas and desires. We already know what's working at Connect, but we'll help them figure out what should happen next in order to ensure Connect's long-term global success. Then the team will present that new plan to the Hertz CEO.
It doesn't matter what the title is. I get the thing done, Jack.
We look at the problems,
You are fighting with a water pistol in a gunfight.
the solutions,
That's the only way to run a business.
and make some big decisions about the future of Connect.
I am the best one for the job.
After all, it's everybody's business.
Starting a new business out of an old business is really tough stuff.
We already have resources in place that we can leverage and use to our advantage.
That's good on paper.
Yeah.
Now, in practice, there's all kinds of resistance to that, though. So, when I talk to Dave, how much time does Connect get at your time?
Well, it probably gets about 15 to 20% of my time.
Is that enough?
Yeah, and that's perhaps more the point, because we have a pretty good team of people in place who are looking after the various parts. So some of whom are full-time on just this. So,
Some?
Yeah.
What about all?
Well, it doesn't need a ton of people actually doing it. I think the question perhaps would be, does Griff feel he's getting enough support from the IT function?
Well, Griff?
You know, when we launched, I thought we had nailed it. And now I look at what we've built, and I'm like, it's old. We need new. We need to reinvent and redo this whole thing. I need more help. I look at the technology and say, I want it to do this, and I expect, being from operations, that it will be fixed the next day.
See, that's not enough.
This is one of my key objectives, is the success of this business.
Through 1/7 of your time.
That's correct, yeah. That's not my only responsibility. I'm the Vice President for e-business development and also the Rent-A-Car IT business partner, which means I look after systems for US Rent-A-Car, but also our websites and e-commerce platforms, including the Connect by Hertz. The only thing I'd say to that is that Griff doesn't just have 15% of me. You know, he has the backup of some full-time people with wholly dedicated 100% resources for you, like Leo, for example.
Growing something new out of something old faces this every single time. And until you're willing to make the resource break to say, I'm betting on this, you're not quite betting on it yet. If he's driving a business that's going to win or lose on technology being better and cheaper than the competitor, and he doesn't have a chief technology officer, then you are fighting with a water pistol in a gunfight.
It sounds like what Griff really, really needs is a single point of contact person dedicated full-time to his business who can manage the project, who's going to passionately...
Paid and promoted by Griff.
By Griff, and who can passionately, follow up on all of the things.
Amen. Amen. That'd be a real leap forward, I think.
Yeah. The folks I have on the team are tremendous, but they have distractions. So a dedicated person will give it the priority they need so I can focus more on the operations.
I want to be somebody that is a message to Hertz. There's that hottest young person we got in this place, and they went over to Connect.
It just sends this message to the organization, and it changes the game.
Then they'll say, they mean it. Connect is really important. That's worth 100 speeches. When you take a great person and they sign up for it, the organization becomes a believer. People are more important than speeches.
Next, we find out if Connect's technology is truly up to speed.
Where the hell have you been on this?
Jackie Vandeploeg was hired to do 2 different jobs, manage the fleet of cars in New York City and sign up new customers. But managing the fleet is taking up all of Jackie's time, and if she doesn't have time to sign up new customers, the business won't grow. Technology is at the heart of Connect, and it may be the key to helping Jackie and her team fix the problem.
Jackie gets up at 5, works from 6 to 8 or something like that at night. Her team does the same. They're terrific, they're passionate, they're unbelievable employees. They couldn't be better.
And like Griff was saying, most of our day-to-day now is based around fleet activity.
So you're managing cars, really?
Yeah, managing cars and anything related to getting the cars installed.
So who's getting members?
Exactly. That's where myself and the 2 other people who work with me should really be focused and having membership events, but unfortunately that takes the back burner.
What ends up happening is you guys are doing logistics, right?
Yep.
I got to get you out of the fleet management business stuff.
The one thing we've looked at on the technology standpoint is all of our attention has been focused on the user experience.
It seems to me that fleet management is somebody's front room. There has to be a technology that can help manage the fleet so Jackie has more time for marketing.
We don't have a fleet management tool. We don't have a technology to tell us when this car needs an oil change, when this car's out of space.
Isn't that David's group? Where the hell have you been on this?
One of the things which we spent a lot of time on was in-car technology. We have just bought Eleo, the company that has developed all of the software that we use in the back end of the business, all of the hardware and software we use in the cars.
Can Elio make a fleet management tool?
Does the Eleo technology do that? Probably not.
So we're halfway there. We're halfway there, yeah.
We could splurge a lot of money on developments, and I think some of the priorities that we've got are very, very important. They're important to the scalable growth of the business. Others of them are things that, great ideas that we've had, and we'd have to have, some sort of prioritization. It would have been easy to answer that question in a relatively defensive way. So, well, we've been working on all these other priorities that Griff wanted. But that wasn't what the question was. The question was, okay, so it sounds like we've got a systems requirement here. Well, what do you think about that? You're the IT guy. And my answer is, well, you're right, we do need to address that.
The fleet management system. That's not high on the priority system now, or is it?
It's not, no.
That seems like it might be important.
Yeah.
Well, that's clearly a takeaway that we want to lay out to Mark.
As we were challenging each resource area, it became clear that there wasn't one small silver bullet, right? It wasn't just, I need help in fleet. It wasn't just, hey, the IT guys are only giving me some of the support I need. It became clear that it was much more that we need to think about this the way we think about our other business units.
What you're challenging us to think about is think about this as a business unit,
right?
Not as a product,
right?
Right, and we're treating it like a product,
right?
If we think about it as a global business unit, we'll resource it across all of the functions the way we resource the other business units.
I would like to say it's a business. I'm throwing tons of resources on it. I mean, like 5x what we got now, and see what I get out of it.
Next, Jack tackles Connect's big global issue.
No, that's the only way to run a business.